Hey, what's going on, Fan Clan? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Danny Phantom. I just want to start off by saying thank you. Whether this is your first time here or you've been here before, really appreciate the support. Please leave a like down below or a comment or a thumbs up, or make sure you're subscribed to the channel. All those things go a long way for the algorithm, so thank you so much for all of your support so far. I really do appreciate it. I do want to talk to you guys tonight just about the market in general, or today, I guess I should say, about the market in general, Pokemon market, where it's going, where it's headed, where it's been, what's going on right now. And this isn't really so much as information, I guess, about anything new and exciting, as it is kind of just getting your opinion on things and maybe coming up with like some sort of plan on what you think Pokemon's going to do, or if you think anything's going to happen, because it's no secret Pokemon has been absolutely insane over the past 10 months from a supply and demand standpoint. And just to kind of rewind time about a year, going back into last summer, things are so different than they are so different now than they were back then. So coming from about a year ago, you were able to order stuff from your distributor that was basically just about anything that was in print. So I remember ordering stuff last summer like Evolutions booster boxes. I remember ordering Burning Shadows, Steam Siege, Cosmic Eclipse, Sun and Moon base. There was still Breakpoint, Fates Collide, Breakthrough. You could order all those booster boxes, Crimson Invasion, Guardians Rising. You might be able to find Unbroken Bonds and Unified Minds still, all the way up until Sword and Shield and Rebel Clash. Those were all available at this time last year, where I could just call up my distributor on a Monday and say, hey, I want X amount of cases of each of these sets. You could order booster boxes, you could order 3-pack blisters, you could order single hanger blisters, you could order theme decks. You could order just about anything. There was a laundry list of different items that you could get. I remember ordering those team-up check lane blisters with Pikachu and Mimikyu that are selling for like $25 now. I remember ordering cases of those last year at this time, and it's just crazy to think that nowadays there is no booster box that's in print right now. And it's just sit back and absorb that for a minute. There is no Pokemon booster box right now that is technically in print. Everything is sold out. We do have a couple of reprints coming, so we know we're getting a Vivid Voltage reprint in a couple weeks here. It's going to be a very small reprint. It's going to barely impact the prices. Vivid Voltage is just kind of a ridiculously priced set, looking at like $250 to $300 for a booster box. That should come down a little bit, but not a whole lot, just because it was so underprinted, and it was printed during a time where demand was so high, and then you have that Rainbow Chonkachu in there that really makes people excited. So there's a whole lot of demand for a product that there's just not much supply, and the reprinting process of it is just not going fast enough. It's just not happening fast enough. And then we do have a Battle Styles reprint that's coming at the end of May that we were supposed to already have gotten at the end of April. So that is being pushed back a month. So we know that's coming. But other than that, there's nothing in print. You can't call up a distributor and be like, hey, I want to order this. Everything is basically sold out outside of a few Shining Fates products that you could probably find if you want to pay a premium on those products. And maybe you can find some battle decks or something like that. But other than that, there's just nothing available. And it's crazy to me to think about, because if we rewind time a little bit, not quite as far, and let's go back to August of last year, so August of 2020, Champion's Path came out. And that's kind of where the whole demand really started skyrocketing, right? And this is where I really want to focus this video on, where we are going and what is happening. Because I remember Pokemon sending out a tweet, and I didn't get a picture of it, I didn't find it, but I do remember them sending out a tweet talking about Champion's Path in specific, saying that we know that Champion's Path products are hard to find right now. They're difficult to find right now. We're going to address these concerns. There's going to be more coming. And we knew that was going to happen, because we knew that Champion's Path was basically the first set that there was going to be waived printing of. So we knew that there was going to be a second wave of printing that came out in October. We did not know that there was going to be a third wave of printing coming out that would have released in December. So we got news of that a lot later. So maybe that's what that tweet was kind of about. Pokemon going out of their way saying, hey, we know it's very difficult to find Champion's Path ETBs in stores right now and Champion's Path product in stores. There's going to be more coming. And even to this day, you can still find double V boxes out there, out and about. If you look hard enough, there's still some that are available at distributors, probably at a premium cost, that maybe have not all been snagged up so far. So Champion's Path is still a product that you might be able to find a little bit of, but that was the first kind of initiative that Pokemon launched into, saying, hey, we're going to fix this. We know that this is an issue. And then this tweet that we got a little less than 3 months ago, a little more than 3 months ago, right over here, showing that Pokemon is aware of all the stock issues that are going on right now, that there is not enough supply basically to meet demand. Pokemon is doing everything that they can to fix this and remedy this, and they are going to print to maximum capacity at all their printers. So we recorded a video after this tweet came out trying to kind of break down what this all meant and where it was going from here. And a lot of us thought that maybe this was kind of a PR stunt saying that, hey, we know that we're looking at it, but we're not giving you any specifics. We're not giving you any additional information. And we had all these kind of hopeful thoughts that maybe they were going to reprint a lot of products from like Sword and Shield on, or maybe they were going to reprint a lot of products from previous sets, going back to like Sun and Moon, where there would be a lot more available out there. Unfortunately, here we are 3 months later, and there's still really nothing going on. Now, I know that it takes a long time for print runs to happen. I know that you're looking at about 9 months, anywhere from 6 to 9 months, really, before things are going to come off a printing press. So Pokemon has already probably done printing their 25th anniversary set, or very, very close to done printing their 25th anniversary set. There's at least an idea, there's at least things in the works, things happening, even though we don't have any announcements when it comes to that 25th anniversary set. But we know print runs have to happen with time. I did do some research regarding printers and things like that. And it looks like there's 3 printers that are out there that specifically print Pokemon cards. That's not the only thing that they print, but it looks like Consolidated Graphics is one company that prints Pokemon cards. Cartamundi is another company that prints Pokemon cards, and then Millennium Print Group prints Pokemon cards. And then there's some interesting factors. Some of the old companies that used to print Pokemon cards, like PBM Graphics, was actually bought out by Consolidated Graphics in 2008, and then they were actually sold to R.R. Donnelley in 2019, and they also took Millennium Print Group to court in 2019 for poaching business and customers, specifically related to Pokemon. And there was an article that you could read on Biz Journal that I thought was just kind of interesting to see. Right after this Pokemon Go big hype comes out and all these people are getting hyped up about Pokemon cards, and Millennium Print Group ended up being taken to court by PBM. They ended up settling. There's really wasn't too much information, but it looks like those are the 3 main printing companies that are printing Pokemon cards. And we know, based off of information that we saw in like Alpha Investments, that there is going to be additional printers, smaller print companies maybe, that are getting Pokemon cards printed for the Pokemon Company International. However, where are they? And that's my confusion, is that we are in a situation now where we are running dangerously low on product. There's a lot of people who are actually leaving the game, leaving the collectibles, leaving all of it behind. We have a rotation that is coming up in September that's going to be Sword and Shield on, and we are going to hopefully get back to the point where we're going to have an established league play once everything starts settling down a little bit more. We're already getting closer to that point. So we have summer to get through this, and we still have no information. And like I said before, I know that there is going to be a patience factor here, and I know time is needed. I understand that. But why are we not getting any additional information when it comes to the printing of Pokemon cards? And maybe it's because Pokemon doesn't necessarily owe us that information. I get that. They don't owe us that information. But they already put it out there. They already put out there that, hey, we're addressing this issue. We know this is an issue. We're going to do what we can to combat this issue. So if that information is already out there, then why are they not giving us more information just to at least keep people in the game, just to at least keep people hopeful and things like that? Right now, it's just been pretty much silent since that tweet came out. We're not getting any additional information. So I've been really trying to brainstorm lately what Pokemon is kind of doing and what they're trying to accomplish, and maybe that they're keeping things quiet for a specific reason, trying to think of ways that Pokemon can remedy this issue. Because when we move forward and things start opening back up and people want to buy Pokemon cards, I'm worried that if they are only focusing on printing the heck out of a new set, it's still not going to be enough. A lot of people started getting Chilling Reign allocation numbers, and from what I've seen out there, they're bad. They're really, really bad. They're worse than what Battle Styles was for many, many people. And that's alarming because they're going back down to Vivid Voltage levels for allocations. And I know that there's a lot more businesses out there than there were probably when Vivid Voltage first came out. But we're in a situation now where there should be more. We should be ramping up the production of all of these cards so that way there's enough to kind of feed the market. You don't necessarily want to flood the market and ruin the game and ruin the market altogether, but there needs to be enough to at least meet demand. And Pokemon has been doing this long enough that they should at least have some idea of how much needs to be printed. And it's like we're taking a step forward and then we're taking 2 steps backwards again, and that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. So why are we in a situation now where all these companies, a lot of companies, are getting numbers that are so much smaller than what they were for Battle Styles? I've seen some people who have gotten dropped altogether from distributors, and that's alarming to me. I don't understand why. Our Chilling Reign numbers, we haven't gotten confirmation on everything yet, but they aren't, I mean, they're not fantastic. They're better than what I guess I was anticipating. They're better than what we got for Battle Styles, and that's great, but there's a lot of companies out there who aren't getting nearly what they were getting for Battle Styles, and that's alarming for me because we're supposed to be moving forward. So in my opinion, what Pokemon needs to do is they need to move forward with printing in multiple places, more than just the 5 or 6 printing companies that they're using right now. So more than just these big 3 printing companies plus a few additional smaller print companies. They need to go out of their way. Pokemon makes $4 billion a year. They make enough money that they can be like, hey, here's money, keep printing until we tell you to stop. And I know that I'm not an employee of Pokemon, and I know it's not my place to go out there and tell Pokemon what they should be doing, but this is kind of the way that my brain is working and what I think needs to happen in order to fix this. We need to get the market to at least a better place, and the only way that we're going to be able to do that is to start printing and reprinting sets that have already come out, starting with Sword and Shield on. So you reprint Sword and Shield, you reprint Rebel Clash, you reprint Darkness Ablaze, you reprint Vivid Voltage, you reprint Battle Styles, and you reprint Chilling Reign. And you keep doing this until enough comes out that the demand dies down a little bit for that supply. So where it gets to the point where the FOMO is taking over and everybody wants to open up the newest set, well, those are a little bit harder to find, but at least there's some product in back stock that people still have the availability of finding and of purchasing and of opening. Because right now we're in a situation where if you don't get Battle Styles or Shining Fates, if you're just not interested in Battle Styles, and let's say you can't find Shining Fates, you're paying, 2-3 times MSRP to try and get something that came out a year ago. Like Sword and Shield booster boxes, Rebel Clash booster boxes are selling for over $200 a piece, $250 a piece in some cases. Like, that's a little bit too much for a set that's still in standard format and is starting standard format it's going to be in standard format for over a year. So when competitive play starts up again and people need access to these cards because they want to play in competitive tournaments, they're not going to be able to open packs. Sure, they'll be able to go to tcgplayer.com and they'll be able to go to ebay.com and they'll be able to find singles that way. But for people who like opening packs and trying to find, decks built off of the cards that they pulled, they're not going to be able to do it. So I wanted to talk to you guys about what you think Pokemon can do or what you think Pokemon is doing to kind of remedy this problem. And I'm hopeful that Pokemon is kind of keeping things quiet because they are refilling a lot of their warehouse and they're making a lot more options available. Maybe these reprints of Vivid Voltage are small and Battle Styles are small and this Chilling Reign initial print run is smaller because they are keeping a lot of backstock that they can kind of not necessarily flood the market, but they can put enough out there that it's going to hit demand. So that's why it's like, I understand the whole idea behind being patient, but really what I want to get is some sort of information. I want to get some sort of, put my mind at ease as to where Pokemon is going, because I'm worried that with Chilling Reign coming out in just a month away, we're a few weeks away from pre-releases starting up for Chilling Reign, with product being as low as it seems for a lot of people when it comes to allocation, that we're going to be right in this situation again come July where we have no product. Battle Styles, the second print run is coming out at the end of May. Okay, so that sells out, and then all of a sudden you have the release of Chilling Reign, and that initial set sells out, and then you're waiting all of July and all of August for the second print run of Chilling Reign, and then all of a sudden September hits, rotation hits, we're starting back up with a new format that's Sword and Shield on, and there's nothing in print again. So I'm curious. I just want to know what you guys all think that Pokemon is doing or Pokemon should be doing. This is kind of just like a open forum, open discussion video to try and bounce ideas off of each other and calm each other down, because it's alarming to me that there's just no product in stores still, and we're supposed to start seeing product soon. And like I said, I know it's going to take time, but how much time? And when are we going to start seeing? And what sets are going to be impacted? And what can we look forward to? We're at the 25th anniversary, and it doesn't feel as special as it probably should. So with that, I'm going to leave you guys with those thoughts for today. Thank you so much for joining me, listening to me ramble a little bit. I appreciate it. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Really, really appreciate you guys. Thanks a lot for everything, and I will see you next time. Peace.